Okay, for number 52. Okay, for number 52, teka lang, browse ko yung scratch ko. Okay. So, yun. Ang sabi sa problem natin dito, guys. Okay, for number 52, using ko lang saglit. Mapangit. For number 52, sabi nga, if a 60 kilogram skier passes point A with speed of 5 meter per second, determine his speed when he reaches point B. Okay? So, sabi dito, ang sabi lang sa atin, basically dito is, kailangan daw nating hanapin yung speed niya kapag nandito na siya. Nandito na siya. Di ba before, alam ko, nagkaroon na tayo ng example na tulad nito. So, I think, pakirecall na lang din yun. And take note, guys, that we have the equations of the, what do you call this? The equations of the curve natin, ng path, given as y is equal to 0.025 x squared plus 5, which is in meters kasi nga ano tawag dito kasi nga hindi naman linear yung ating curve. Okay, and guys, take note that this is ano tawag dito, that this is the equation of our curve. And guys, if titingnan natin mabuti, okay, ano ba yung una natin kailangan gawin? Alam natin that this equation is curvilinear. Alam naman natin yun kasi nga yung path niya is hindi siya straight. So, ibig sabihin, we can take the y prime na agad kasi alam nyo na kailangan natin yung radius of curvature mamaya. So, 0.05x, and for y double prime, basically, it is 0.05. Bakit natin nga ulit kinuha yun? It's because kukunin natin yung radius of curvature mamaya. Pero at what point? At what point ba yung kailangan natin i-consider na curvature? Kasi syempre may value kang x dyan. O, ulitin natin. Sige, i-take na natin, guys. Yung radius of curvature is equal to, diba, this is equal to 1 plus y prime raised to 3 halves. Y prime square. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, this is naka-square pa. Y prime square raised to 3 halves over, or all over, raised to 3 halves over dy double prime. Okay? So, para makuha natin, guys, yung radius of curvature, simply we're going to take the 1 plus ang y prime square natin is 0.05x square raised to 3 halves over y double prime natin is 0.05. But again, guys, anong point ba? Saang radius of curvature ba yung kinukuha natin? Okay, kailangan natin daw kunin yung velocity niya at this point. So, ibig sabihin, at that instant, yun yung kinoconsider natin. Meaning, guys, ang kailangan natin na kunin na radius of, na normal acceleration is towards this center of curvature. Meaning, ang kailangan natin, if this is the center of curvature, meaning, yung radius of curvature na kailangan natin is from this point. Okay? Whereas, if ito yung origin y natin, at ito yung origin x natin, at this point, guys, yung x mo is equal to 0. If that's the case, we can say that at B, okay, where x is equal to 0, okay, the radius of curvature at that point is simply 1 plus 0.05 0 square raised to 3 halves over 0.05. Calculating that, makukuha natin is 1 plus 0 square, okay, quantity raised to 3 halves over 0.05. So, makukuha natin that the radius of curvature is 20 meters at point B. If that's the case, ayan na yung radius of curvature natin. Nakabawas-bawas na tayo kahit papano. Okay? Ngayon, guys, the thing na kailangan natin gawin is of course to get the free body diagram. Kapag daw yung skier is nakarating na sa point B, let's say this one. Okay? Ngayon daw, syempre, pagka kinuha natin yan, syempre magkakaroon tayo dito ng ng normal force at ng weight natin. Ay, nangyari. Of course, yung weight ng yung weight ng skier natin, which is equal to, ilan na nga daw yung weight natin? So, ang mass ng skier is 60 kg. If we're going to get that, multiply lang natin sa 9.81. Therefore, 60 times 9.81 is simply 588.6. Okay, 588.6. At sinabi ba dito na may friction? So, wala siyang sinabi. And again, smooth surface yun kasi nga skier, wala ka naman nakikita na may friction. Di syempre, babagal yan kung mag-i-ski ka. Sige, subukan natin mag-ski sa bato-bato, di ba? So, uusad ka ba doon? Syempre, hindi. So, yan yung free body diagram natin at point B, wherein ang radius of curvature nga natin is simply equal to the to the radius of curvature at point B. Okay, now guys, okay, so ang gagawin natin ngayon dito is okay, ang kailangan natin gawin ngayon dito, determine the speed when he reaches point B. Pwede ba natin sabihin that TA or T1, parang ito, TA plus the summation of work ng A to B, okay, is equal to TB. This is the energy equation, di ba? Wherein this will be 1/2 mVA square, tama? mVA square plus the summation of work from A to B. At again guys, kung titingnan nyo mabuti, okay, is equal to, 1/2 mVB square. Ang hinahanap natin is this one. Ngayon, bakit ko ba siya pinare-body diagram na ganito? Kasi baka mamaya guys, is may bearing yung normal force. However kasi, kung titingnan nyo mabuti, ang movement ng skier natin, for this example, this is the skier, is horizontal. Ibig sabihin, kahit na anong mangyari, alang kinalaman dyan yung normal force. Okay? Alang magiging bearing yung normal force dyan. Kasi nga, wala naman tayong frictional force na mag-a-act dyan. Kasi diba kung meron tayong frictional force na nag-a-act dyan, basically, yung frictional kinetic friction natin na yun is basically the coefficient of kinetic friction multiplied by normal force. Pero wala naman tayong friction kasi frictionless nga. So, ibig sabihin, anong force lang ang nag-a-act sa atin? The work done by the gravity. So, ibig sabihin, kapag itong portion na to, sige, lagay ko lang dito, mamaya natin isolve ng buo yan, ibig sabihin, yung work natin from A to B is simply work by gravity lang. Paano po yun? Ibig sabihin lang dyan is work done by gravity lang yung kino-consider natin. Okay? Work done by the gravity lang. So, kung ganun pala, ibig sabihin, ang work done by the gravity, hindi ba guys, alam natin that the work done by the gravity is simply the weight times the delta Y. Tama? Nagkakaintindihan? Ngayon, kung titingnan yung mabuti, paano natin makukuha ngayon yung delta Y dito? Okay? Kung titingnan nyo, yung delta Y natin dyan, this should be, kung yan yung curve natin, dapat ang delta Y natin is eto lang. Kasi yan yung change in vertical position natin. If that's the case, ibig sabihin, wag yung gagamitin yung 15 kasi from dito sa baseline yun. Mamamali tayo. Ngayon, yung delta Y na yan, paano natin kukunin yan? Ibig sabihin, yung delta Y na yan is equal to 15, okay? Minus, kasi ito yung sa A, okay? The position at A, or YA, minus the YB. Okay? Ano ba yung YB natin ngayon? Yung YB natin is yung vertical position ng B from the origin. Okay? Ito ngayon yung YB natin. YB, and this is your, itong portion na to, yung 15, siya naman yung YA mo. Nagkakaintindihan? Ay, ang kailangan lang natin is delta Y. You have given the function of Y. You have given the function of Y is equal to 0.025 x squared plus 5. Okay? Where x is equal to 0, kung nasaan yung B mo, okay? 0 squared, 5 5. Therefore, common sense, 0 yan. Yung YB mo, okay, is simply equal to 5. So, ibig sabihin, 5 ito. Okay? Ngayon, yung delta Y mo dito is equal to 10 meters. Sabihin, yung delta Y mo dito is simply equal to 10 meters. Okay? So, ibig sabihin pala, okay na. Masasolve na natin. Okay? Balik tayo sa equation. We have 1/2. Ang mass natin is 60 kg. Ang initial velocity natin, nung nandun tayo sa point A, tingnan nyo mabuti, the velocity at point A is 5 meter per second. Therefore, this will be 5 square plus positive work yung done by the gravity natin. Bakit? Bakit nagpa-positive work siya? It is because It is because the direction of the gravity is positive downward. Ipababa yung motion mo. Therefore, positive yung work na magdadan mo dyan. So, therefore, yung natin dito is simply weight, which is 588.6 multiplied by the delta Y, which is 10. Kakaintindihan? O, yun yung work by the gravity natin. So, ito yung work A to B natin. Is equal to 1/2. Yung mass natin is still 60. Ang hinahanap natin is the VB square. So, therefore, nahanap natin yung VB, simply 1/2, 60, 5 square, plus 588.6 multiplied by 10, 1/2, 60 multiplied by x square, or the velocity at b square. So, makukuha natin, guys, that this is 14.87 meters per second. Okay? So, meron na tayong sagot for number, this is for number 52. Meron ba dyan? Ngayon, 14.9. Masaya. Okay? The next one is for number 53 naman. Ito pala, find the normal force. Find the normal force acting on the, on the skier at point B, tama ba? At point B ba kino-consider natin? Ngayon, kung titingnan mong yung mabuti, we have AN. Okay, we have at point B, so this is 53. At point B, yung VB natin is equal to 14.87 meter per second. Now, guys, we have AN is equal to V square over the radius of curvature. Okay? Okay? Ibig sabihin, para makuha natin yung normal acceleration, okay, simply, we're going to put 14.87 square multiplied by the radius of curvature. Ang radius of curvature at point B is 20. Tama ba? So, 20. Therefore, ang normal acceleration natin dito will be 14.87 square over 20. So, this is 11.06 meter per second square. Nagkakaintindihan? And guys, take note that in our free body diagram, kailangan mong ilagay dito to. Okay? That, that along this axis, ang kinukunan natin, we have the summation Fn. Okay, summation of Fn or normal axis is equal to mass times the acceleration or the normal acceleration. Kung ganun pala, we have the n minus 588.6 at nakikita mo siya doon, tama? Nakikita mo siya dito. Ayan. Ang natin dito is the normal force is positive, okay? Minus the weight of 588.6 is equal to mass natin, which is 60 kg, 11.06. Ang normal force natin is equal to Newton or simply 1.25 kilo Newton. Okay, so yun, 1.25 kilo Newton. Okay? Now guys, let's proceed to number 54. For number 54, okay, basahin lang natin, in absolute dependent motion, okay, commonly occurs in absolute dependent motion, it commonly occurs if the particles are blank by extendable cords which are wrapped around pulleys. Okay? And tatandaan nyo yan, nandun na sa may diniscuss natin before, these are, if the particles are interconnected, okay, interconnected by inextendable cords. Kasi kailangan, para magkaroon ka ng absolute dependent motion, para gumalaw yung isang bagay, kailangan magkadikit sila. I mean, at some point, kapag gumalaw yung isa, gagalaw din yung isa. Kung disconnected yung bodies mo, hindi yan. Okay? Relative motion lang yun. Nakahiwalay ka dun sa isang object na ino-observe mo. Kung separated, ayan, lahat naman to is negative. Ito lang naman yung positive. Okay, so yan yung magiging sagot natin. Okay? Next is for number 55. Siguro for number 55, dito na lang. For number 55, ito ko na nga lang i-drawing yun. Tingnan nyo mabuti ha. Mag-i-establish tayo guys dito ng datum. Ano ba to? Okay, mag-i-establish tayo dito guys ng datum. Ang datum natin is isa-set natin. Ayan. Okay? Ayan yung magiging datum natin. Ngayon guys, dun ka sa mga fixed, kumbaga asan ba yung mga fixed lengths ng pulley mo dyan? Okay? O, ayan yun. O, dyan tayo. Nag-establish tayo ng datum dito. This is your datum. Siguro i-consider ko dito is positive yung downward. Okay? Positive yung downward. Ngayon, the next step na kailangan natin gawin is, di ba kapag ganyan, is mag-establish tayo ng mga distances. Siguro for this one, okay, since meron tayong saan ba yun? Wait lang. Masip ko lang. Hindi ba guys, we have here, pwede natin tong i-name as our YA kasi kita naman na siya yung naiiba doon sa iba natin inextendable cords. Okay? The other three dyan is eto, punta dito. Di ba equal lang yung lengths ng mga yan? Considering na etong portion na to, considering na yung portion that this portion is constant, ayan, constant yung mga yan. Okay, di ba yung blue na yan, we can name that, blue di ba we can name that, yung mga blue natin na yan, as your YD naman. YD, this is YD. By the way, this is point D. Okay, so pwede natin siya i-name as YD. Okay, ibig sabihin, kapag gumawa tayo ng equation, pwede ba natin sabihin that the total length of chord natin is basically equal to YA plus 3 YD. At di ba, i-differentiate natin siya for first time derivative kasi ang hinahanap sa atin is determine the velocity of D. Basically, velocity. This is length. So, parang naka-function na position siya. Okay? So, ibig sabihin na to, pag dinifferentiate mo yan, 0 is equal to, VA plus 3 VD. Okay? And assuming guys na positive yung pababa natin, so isa-substitute lang natin yung value ng VA. Ang value ng VA natin is ayun, natakpan. VA natin is equal to 3 meter per second. So positive nga di pababa, so 3 meter per second tayo dyan. Plus 3 VD. Okay? Ngayon, if we're going to get the value of BD, makukuha natin dito kasi is negative 1 meter per second. Diba? Lilipat natin 3 and negative 3 divided 3 is negative 1. Ibig sabihin lang na to, VD, okay? Ano ba assumption natin? Positive downward. And nag-negative, ibig sabihin 1 meter per second upward. So the answer for this is this one. Answer for this is letter A. Okay, so letter A. Ganun lang. Simple lang. Okay? Next is for number 56. Okay, this is for number 56. Ito guys, maraming nalilito dito. Okay, maraming nalilito dito kasi nga hindi natin nako-consider guys yung as hinahanap sa problem lagi. Okay? We are given the function daw as x is equal to t cube minus 6t square minus 15t plus 40. Okay? Ang sabi dito guys, ang sabi natin hinahanap ulit yung distance. Okay? Which is scalar. Tama? Ngayon, kung hanapin natin yung distance na scalar, hindi ba magbe-make sense if gagamitin ulit natin yung kanina? Una, step 1 is to determine when it stops. Tama? Wherein v is equal to 0. If meron kang function na x is equal to t cube minus 6t square minus 15t plus 40, can we say that the velocity is equal to 3t square minus 6t minus 15t minus mali, hindi ko na-differentiate. Minus 12t, okay, minus 12t minus 15. Bibigyan ka ng dalawang, saset natin to as 0 kasi nga hinahanap natin kung saan siya mag-i-stop. Yung time natin dito will be 1 ata or negative 1 and t is equal to 5. Diyan siya magsi-0. Kasi dalawang value yan, naka-square. Diba? Ganun naman lagi pag naka-square yung siniship solve mo. But again guys, wala tayong negative na time. Okay, hindi natin maibabalik ang mga panahong lumipas na. Ayun eh. So, ibig sabihin, t is equal to 5. Ito pipiliin natin. Nakakalimutan ko tuloy. Kadami kasi sinasabi. So, ibig sabihin, at t is equal to 5, dun siya ngayon nag-stop. Okay? O, ibig sabihin, idodrawing ulit natin yung path na iti-take niya. Okay? At rest, ano ba yung ano yung position niya when t is equal to 0? Okay? When t is equal to 0, basically, you have x is equal to 0 cube. Function of position yung ginagamit ko dito, no? X minus 6, 0 square minus 15 multiply by 0 plus 40. So, mapapansin mo, common sense yan, nakamultiply lahat ng 0. Therefore, yung x mo is equal to 40. Okay? When x is equal to, when x is equals to 5, when time is equals to 5, ano naman the x natin? So, basically, this is 5 cube minus 6 multiplied by 5, tama ba? Square minus 15 multiplied by 5 plus 40, you'll get x is equal to negative 60. Kapag pinlat natin to, again, pag ipaplat natin yan, hindi ba, basic lang yan, plat mo yan, okay, this is your s, okay, ngayon, tingnan natin, okay, ngayon, at time is equal to t, nasan ka, nandito ka sa positive 40. Tama. Ito yun. When t is equal to 0. Ngayon, ang sabi lang sa atin dyan, ayun, di ba? X is expressed in feet. Solve for the distance traveled by the particle at the time the velocity will be equal to 0. Ibig sabihin lang yan, from 0, ano daw yung time na pag-zero mo yung velocity, nakuha na natin kanina, t is equals to 5 seconds. Ngayon, at that instance, at t is equal to 5, nakita mo na negative 60 ngayon yung iyong distance. Ngayon, yung total distance sa tinravel mo, dito kasi marami nako-confuse, this is 40 and this is 60 or negative 60. Hindi ba nga that naka-absolute tayo for distance is equal to negative 60 plus 40 is equal to 100 meters. Meron bang 100 meters? This is 100 feet. O disregard nyo, basta 100 feet yan, okay? Ibig sabihin, we have 100 feet, okay? Now, for number 55, dito ko na lang susulat siguro. For number 57 naman, okay, for number 57, if a particle position is given by the expression x is equal to 3.4 t cube minus 5.4 t. Okay? Where t is, find the acceleration of the particle daw when t is equal to 5 seconds. O, di ba alam natin that the first derivative na to is the velocity. 3 times 3.4 is 10.2 t square minus 5.4. And then the acceleration is 2 times 10.2 is 20.4 t. Okay? At t is equal to 5 seconds. Ilan yung acceleration? So, a is equal to 20.4 multiplied by 5. The acceleration is equal to 102 meter per second. Tama ba? 20.4 times 5. Okay. Next is for number 50. Okay. For number... Pagod. Okay. For number 58, a particle travels along the straight line having v is equal to, naka-velocity function tayo dito, minus 3t square. Where t is in second, when t is equal to 1, the particle is located 10 meter to the left of the origin. Determine the acceleration when t is equal to 4. Okay, ibig sabihin lang nun, hala mo ng, parang jet ski. Okay, so ibig sabihin lang nun guys, kailangan lang natin kunin yung acceleration. So basically, this is negative 3t. Okay? At t is equal to 4, ilan do yung acceleration? A is equal to negative 3 multiplied by 4. A is simply equal to, this is 6 pala. Okay. 6. 2 times, pag dinifferentiate natin to, negative 60. So 6 times 4 is equal to negative 24 meter per second square. Bakit para 10 yung may left of the origin pa? I-indicate lang nun guys na nag-decelerate yung object mo. Okay. Okay, and for number 59, it is defined as the motion, naulit lang, okay, it is defined as the motion, nakakita na naman sila. It is defined as the motion of the rigid body in which a straight line passing through any 2 points of its particle always remains parallel to the initial position. Ibig sabihin lang nito guys, so the initial position, gumalaw ka, okay? Okay, 2 points mo is always parallel. Ito yung position mo, and then ngayon, ito, yung naging motion mo is papunta doon, always parallel. Ang tawag dyan ay translation. Okay? Nakakaintindihan? Yan. So, for, eto guys, I think, i-skip ko tong part na to. Bakit? Kasi ang alam ko na i-discuss natin to during the discussion, or hindi man is, tama, na-discuss natin ata siya during the discussion, or nasa problem set siya. I-recall nyo na lang, but the correct answer for this one should be, wait lang. Okay. The correct answer for this one, for number 60, i-prove nyo to. Please, for number 60, mali nyo, lumabas ulit. For number 60, we have A, which is 9.69 meter per second. And for 61, we have 21.7 degrees. Ayan yung mga sagot, no? Okay, ayan yung tanong. I-pause nyo muna kung hindi nyo naaalala. And ito, na-solve din natin tong isa na to for relative motion. Okay, and then for this one naman, ang final answer will be, halos A pala lahat. Sino madami sagot na A? Okay, ayan yung sagot natin dyan. Okay? Para makapag-proceed na tayo dito. Okay? Sa spring. Okay? Next one is for number 64 naman. Okay? The momentum of a moving object is the product of its mass and velocity. Or Newton's second law says that the rate of change of momentum with respect to time is, yung number 64, if tama ako na ulit to, ang sagot natin dito kanina is force. And for number 65, whenever a net force acts on a body, it produces an acceleration in the direction of the resultant force. An acceleration which is directly proportional to the resultant force and inversely proportional to the mass. Ano yung formula na to? Okay, this theory is popularly known as Newton's first law. sasapakin ko ang magsasabi ng first law. Mali yan. Okay, ang Newton's first law ata is inertia. Okay, tama. An object at rest will stay at rest unless there's an equal force acting upon, unless there's an unbalanced force acting upon it in law of inertia. Ang law of second law naman is force times mass acceleration. Yung third law natin is an object, in every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. So yun yung laws ni Newton. So ito yan, Newton's second law yan. Nire-relate niya yung force sa mass and acceleration. Okay? And ayun na muna, ikakat ko na muna ulit dito bago tayo tumungo dito sa problem natin na to.